He played one of the 2 games at Jamaica. Yeah, I saw he didn't play the first game, didn't he? This is the team I think Lobby will play: Ariola, Wan-Bissaka, Kilman, Tadibo, Emerson, Pakistan, Suchek, Rodriguez, Kudus, Antonio, Bowen. Yeah, the same team against Ipswich. That's the team he should go for. Mike's is at the wheel. I kind of part of me wishes I was at the wheel, but let's go with the predicted lineup. Ariola in goal, of course, needs to say he needs to not concede a similar goal to the way he did against Ipswich, because he was partly at fault for that. Even though I do know what people are saying with Pakistan not closing him down, but at the same time, Ariola should deal with that. Wan-Bissaka, one of the best players that we've had this season. Yeah, needless to say, like, it's not even a debate whether Wan-Bissaka starts or not, to be honest. And he has to go with the same centre-back partnership, of course. Jean-Claude Tadibo and Max Kilman, who performed really well together in the Brentford and Ipswich game in general. So credit to them. And I hope we see that partnership flourish for games in the future, just getting them used to each other. No excuses now. We're in October. I'm not trying to hear about, but minutes and all this, bro. You've got enough time to rectify that. Don't give me all of that nonsense. Emerson at left back, I don't really get. I think people are over criticizing Emerson, unless they want Sufa and Cresswell to start anyway. Thomas Suchek, probably his best performance was against Ipswich. Doesn't change my opinion on him. No, it doesn't, but his best performance was against Ipswich. And look, I'm praising the guy when he didn't even score in the game, because I don't watch Premier League for stats. I don't watch football for stats. I watch football for performances, and he just kept it ticking, was actually really decent against Ipswich. Rodriguez played well against Ipswich. I would start Edson Alvarez over him in general. However, he did play well against Ipswich, so maybe he does warrant a start. But long term, he's just a squad player for me. Lucas Paquetá does need to fix up. However, I would start him. I wouldn't start. I probably wouldn't start him, but he probably does start under this manager anyway, because I also think he was under Moyes, he's probably one of the manager's favourites as well. I don't think he's going to be benched unless it's for an international break reason anytime soon. If he is benched again and we go with the same midfield that we did against Fulham, then cool. We're actually going to get battered by Tottenham, and it's going to be a long day for us. Jared Bowen on the right. Hopefully he can be used correctly and carry on his form as he did against Ipswich. Same with Mikel Antonio up front. And to be honest, you start Antonio against Tottenham regardless, because this guy becomes a fucking R9 in this fixture. And unfortunately, Mohamed Kudus is going to be on the left. Had a hard time for Ghana, according to people that watch the Ghanaian games. And getting a lot of criticism. So hopefully he can prove people wrong. But that is probably the lineup that the manager is going to go with, and probably the lineup that the manager should go with.